Welcome back to Chronicus Blasphema's Blasphemous Folks, where we uncover the forbidden stories they don't want you to know. I'm Krista, and today we're diving into Haitian Vodou, not the Hollywood caricature, but the authentic practice born from resistance and survival. Picture this: the late 1700s in Saint-Domingue, now Haiti, where enslaved Africans from diverse regions found themselves forced together under brutal colonial rule. Their response? A spiritual revolution as powerful as their physical one. Haitian Vodou emerged as a fusion of various African spiritual traditions with elements of Catholicism. This wasn't mere cultural mixing, it was spiritual warfare. When French colonizers banned African religious practices, the enslaved people ingeniously disguised their loa, their spirits, behind Catholic saints. Saint Patrick became Damballa, the serpent deity I hold in my hands. The Virgin Mary transformed into Ursule Frida, goddess of love. At its core, Vodou recognizes a supreme creator called Bondi, from the French bon Dieu, who remains distant from human affairs. Instead, practitioners work with the Loa, intermediary spirits who interact directly with humanity. Each Loa has distinct personalities, preferences, symbols, and domains of influence. The revolutionary leader Boukman Doudi, himself a Vodou priest, helped ignite the Haitian Revolution with a ceremony at Bois Cayman in 1791. Participants swore to fight for freedom while sacrificing a black pig to seal their pact with the spirits. This moment, where spiritual practice fueled political resistance, forever linked Vodou with Haitian identity and independence. Contrary to colonial propaganda, Vodou isn't about hexes and zombies. It's a comprehensive worldview that connects practitioners to their ancestors, community, and the natural world. The peristyle, a temple like the one we're in now, serves as both sacred space and community center, where the Haungan or Mambo facilitates communion between worlds. After the fracture, when our reality broke and beliefs gained tangible power, Vodou practitioners found their centuries-old understanding of spiritual reality suddenly validated. The Loa, once accessible only through ritual and trance, began manifesting visibly, proving what Haitians had always known. The veil between worlds was always thinner than most believed. This white serpent represents Damballa. The Loa are organized into nations or nanchons, reflecting their African origins. The Rada Loa are generally benevolent, associated with creation and harmony. The Petro Loa, born from the trauma of slavery, embody fire, aggression, and protection. Then there's the Guide family, spirits of death and fertility led by Baron Samedi, the top-hatted, sunglasses-wearing guardian of cemeteries who's become quite visible in certain cities since the fracture. Let me introduce you to some key Loa you might encounter. Legba stands at the crossroads between human and spirit worlds. He's depicted as an old man with a cane, but don't be fooled, he controls all spiritual traffic. No ceremony begins without invoking him first. Post-fracture, he's been spotted at literal crossroads, sometimes helping travelers, sometimes testing them with riddles. Ursule Frida embodies feminine beauty, love, and luxury. She weeps for humanity's suffering while demanding perfume and jewelry. Since the fracture, lovers seeking her blessing leave offerings at her shrines: pink champagne, sweet cakes, and white handkerchiefs to catch her tears. Ogo represents power, warfare, and iron. A warrior and blacksmith, he protects against injustice. His machete has become a common sight in areas where people face oppression, mysteriously appearing when needed most. Damballa, the serpent deity, represents cosmic wisdom and creation. His movement created the stars and planets. Since the fracture, unusual white snakes have appeared near water sources, bringing unexpected healing to the ill. Rituals in Vodou are communal celebrations called ceremonies. They begin with prayers, Catholic litanies, and songs to honor Bondi and the ancestors. Drumming, complex polyrhythms on Rada drums, creates the sonic pathway between worlds. As rhythms intensify, participants may experience possession or mounting by a Loa, who temporarily inhabits their body to communicate, heal, or celebrate with the community. The Vev, intricate symbols drawn on the ground with cornmeal or ash, serve as cosmic addresses that summon specific Loa. Post-fracture, these symbols sometimes glow with inner light when properly drawn, and remain visible long after they should have dispersed. Offerings are crucial. Each Loa has preferences. Rum for Legba, white rooster for Dambala, tobacco for Geed. The offering creates obligation, a spiritual contract. Let's address the zombie in the room, the harmful stereotypes perpetuated by colonial powers and Hollywood alike. First, the infamous voodoo doll. This has almost nothing to do with authentic voodoo. The practice of sticking pins in effigies derives primarily from European folk magic, not Haitian tradition. When voodoo practitioners create dolls, they are typically protective talismans or vessels for beneficial spirits, not instruments of harm. Second, zombification. While there is a historical basis involving neurotoxins from pufferfish and datura that created death-like state, this was extremely rare and more pharmacological than spiritual. After the fracture, however, some Bacher discovered they could actually separate soul from body, creating true zombies. This practice is universally condemned by legitimate voodoo societies. Third, voodoo isn't devil worship. This misconception stems from colonial Catholics who demonized African spirituality to justify slavery. Voodoo has no Satan figure. It recognizes the potential for both creation and destruction in all spirits, just as in humans. Modern voodoo exists in fascinating tension with Catholicism and Protestantism. Many practitioners attend Catholic Mass in the morning and voodoo ceremonies at night, seeing no contradiction. The Loa and saints occupy the same spiritual ecosystem in their worldview. Since the fracture, voodoo has experienced a renaissance. When the barriers between worlds collapsed, many Loa gained unprecedented influence. Mambo and Houngan found their abilities dramatically amplified. Some can now heal with a touch or see across vast distances through the eyes of spirits. In cities with significant Haitian diaspora communities, peristyles have become diplomatic neutral grounds where angels and demons alike must respect the authority of the Loa. Baron Samedi, in particular, has emerged as a powerful mediator between afterlife realms, his jurisdiction over death giving him unique authority in our broken reality. For those curious about voodoo, remember, this is not a practice to approach casually. The Loa are ancient forces with agency and memory. They remember who respected them before they became visible to all. Until next time, this is Krista reminding you to respect the crossroads, honor your ancestors, and remember, in voodoo, nothing comes without exchange. Stay blasphemous, folks.